on, let's go outside. Let's take a walk in the sun. There are things to learn and things to see. A big wide world for you, your dog, and me. Dog Talk. Hi guys, welcome to Dog Talk. I'm Pat Becker, and this sound that you hear is from a great big bulldog named Tank. How are you, Loretta?
I'm fine.
These are the Headleys, and you all were out at the Pet Expo and came by the booth, and Michelle said, "What a handsome dog." And I'll have to agree with her.
Thank you.
Look at this face. Now, does he just love to wear those glasses?
Oh, he dresses up all the time.
He dresses up.
Yeah.
I noticed the pictures that you sent. He had a cowboy hat on. He just really likes dressing up, doesn't he? And this is remarkable. Where are you going, handsome? Goodness gracious, I'm glad my husband isn't here. He would love this dog.
Oh.
He would absolutely want a dog like it. Where did you get this big boy?
We actually was, my husband was in a motorcycle accident, and we needed something manly but smaller. And so we had looked at an ad, and it was a lady that her family didn't breed, but they all wanted one. So they found a male and they bear with their female, and they had 9. So we were lucky to get him. He was the last one.
So when you had your accident, then did he kind of become like a therapy dog for you? Did he help in any way?
He did. My wife wanted me to use my arm a lot more, so he let me do that. As you can see, I spent a lot of time with him. So yes, it was good therapy for me.
Oh, absolutely. But you feel better now?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Well, you just look wonderful.
Thank you.
So, you know, we have made this big boy, we have made him the dog of the week. I could just love on this dog all day. We have made him the dog of the week, and I don't know whether he goes for toys and things, but we have got him some things to play with. He probably will want to ride this or something. It's probably too small, but we have all kinds of things. Would you, look here, baby, what is that? What is that? He said, don't know what that is. It's something interesting, though. At any rate, we have for you a $100 gift certificate from A1 Pet Emporium to buy this big boy some toys and some treats and that sort of thing. And he said, you know what? Making it up the stairs, I've had my exercise for the day.
Yeah, those stairs gave him a workout.
Exactly. But I told your husband that would probably easier than trying to carry him. Now, how much does this dog weigh?
He fluctuates from about 65 to 70 pounds.
I think he could lose a little bit, Rita.
It wouldn't hurt him.
We thank you so much. You take it easy, big boy. You are so cute. I just think you are so cute. I could just love on you all day. We're going to take a quick, yes. Are you trying to tell me something? Huh? What are you telling me? Huh? Yeah, you are so cute. Well, we'll be back in just a second. Guys, if I ever quit trying to play with this dog.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats. Quality does not have to cost more, and we only have the best. If your pet suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, or hair loss, it may be the result of their diet. A1 Pet Emporium can help. We offer pet portraits monthly, adorable rescue animals every Saturday from noon to 4, and free dog and cat food samples. Locally owned and operated, we want to be your neighborhood pet store.
Well, Dr. Roach is here with us today. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And of course, we know that you are not just a veterinarian in the true sense, but you are also a holistic medicine guy. We appreciate that.
Well, thank you. And I think a lot of people love to hear that because they don't want to be invalidated about not giving their pet vaccines or they want to feed raw food or something like that, and they don't want to go to the vet and be told not to do that.
Yes, exactly. And you cover all the bases. I wanted to talk a little bit about cancer because it has come to mind, and my friends at Morris Animal Foundation tell me that we're getting the cancer thing more and more. And you and I had talked, and you had said it's happening younger, in younger dogs.
Even yesterday, I had a cat pass away from mammary lung cancer. It had metastasized, and when I started working in the 90s, we saw a 20-year-old pet every week, and we celebrated it.
Absolutely.
And now it's so rare. It's very...
I know it, and there are all kinds of cancers that are coming to force. And I think that there's so many ways that you can get that, but that some of the things that I was wondering about, what about secondhand smoke?
Oh, that's a good... There's a lot of social pressure not to smoke now, but people don't realize that, say for instance, a cat, in a dog, they're down on the ground where the smoke settles. And they're 9 times more at risk in getting lung cancer and lung issues and bronchitis than
Wow.
other. And a cat that licks its fur can pick up a lot of smoke particulates that has been proven to show lymphoma.
Another good reason not to smoke.
Yes.
Lawn chemicals.
Yeah, that's such a big exposure. They get on their feet and they lick their feet off, and it can cause the initiation of the DNA to change.
Wow.
Which is, cancer has several stages: initiation, and then it's promotion, and then it's progression. And progression is where the vessels are trying to establish that tumor, and that's where we intervene with a lot of our remedies these days.
Paints and solvents. If you're painting a room in a house,
Yeah.
the animal should not be there.
That's part of it. You know, these chemicals are very potent DNA changers, and our body is usually able to handle millions of these abnormal events. But when you're getting a lot more than a million changes into the DNA, it really does affect.
It makes a difference. What about weight? Too much weight.
Well, obesity has been shown to cause, or to be a trigger for issues that keeps the body from surveilling those cancer cells that should be picked up by the immune system. Obesity interferes with that.
So you brought some things today for us to see that might help in such ways.
Yes. One of the neat things about what we're finding out now is that mushroom therapy is very potent against cancer, and OncoSupport has it. This is another one that has it for cats in a liquid form. It's just neat what we're coming up with to fight. We have to come up with more tools to fight cancer, and people seek it out, and they're wanting more tools. Basically.
What are these?
Okay, so these are nutritional supplements. This is called spleen PMG, and a protomorphogen is actually a snippet of DNA designed for that tissue that helps that tissue rebuild.
Wow.
So every organ has its own, the intestinal system, the dermal system, and so.
What about this one?
Well, a lot of people want to feed their dog raw food, but they're not balancing the diet. And when they put the RX Essentials with the raw food, they can balance their diet very well.
So I had heard that, as a matter of fact, people who feed a lot of raw food, and then they have some kind of problems.
Well, they don't have the right calcium and phosphorus ratio sometimes, and a raw food can actually do some damage if you're not watching out what you're doing with it.
So this is, as a matter of fact, I think I take that one.
Omega-3 is awesome. Fish oils help with 5 systems, the skin, the joints, the eyes, the heart, and memory too, I forgot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this one with the little red cap is what?
That's a probiotic, and more importantly, we're finding out the role of the bacteria that we have. It's so synergistic that our bacteria can interact with us and help with mood, help with body changes, hormone repair, and things like that. Protegrity is a bacteria that actually survives the pH of the stomach and gets through.
Wow.
So not all of them
So
do.
then that's cranberry.
This is for the bladder lining when we have bladder cancers and urinary tract infections, and then we have deer velvet, and that's got a whole new. It's a whole new modality. It's like a glucosamine on steroids.
So do any of these interact with say if you have yours on a chemical thing, with a chemotherapy or something, or radiation? Do any of these interact with them in a negative sense?
Very little. A lot of this is very complementary to what we do. In fact, we are also able to use low-dose chemotherapy along with the herbs, and so we try to have a very integrative approach with acupuncture, because a lot of times with cancer you have pain, and so we have to reach out into different areas, and a lot of it is pain that's just not handled by any medication, or the medication itself is going to cause liver or kidney damage, which is what we have to fight in the first place.
Exactly.
So
it's very complex, but I can see that you have it all down pat. Now, if someone wanted to get in touch with you, then they had this kind of problem, and we have said too, it is so important to get in at least twice a year to have your dog examined, and a CBC, a blood test, can do
Blood
so
counts.
much to tell what's going on. But if a person, I think we don't recognize symptoms sometimes. It's just hard that way.
And when we do recognize them, a tumor the size of a grape has over 1 billion cells already.
Wow.
That are cancerous.
And some of them can metastasize,
Right.
and some of those tumors don't. But they have to be
And
either
if you have
removed or treated.
if you have a good groomer too, that can help you alert you a lot faster on these things. And sometimes trainers are able to pick up on things you thought was normal but aren't. So rely on those kind of people. They're trainers or groomers, people that are working with your animal. Just pay
Something
attention.
about with stools too, you have to kind of watch, right?
Right. The stool is very interesting. A lot of our bacteria, we can observe what kind of problems they're having in their stool.
Too loose,
Right.
too hard.
Right.
Well, this has been so great, and I appreciate your coming so very much. It is so, folks, you know, get your dog into a vet twice a year, just for exam.
Twice a year for life.
And a CBC, as I say, a blood test will help a great deal. If you have any kind of symptoms or a bump, let them know. Thank you so much.
If they're 7 years old, they need to have blood tests done.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
sir. It's such a pleasure,
It's great to
as
be here.
usual. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats. Quality does not have to cost more, and we only have the best. If your pet suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, or hair loss, it may be the result of their diet. A1 Pet Emporium can help. We offer pet portraits monthly, adorable rescue animals every Saturday from noon to 4, and free dog and cat food samples. Locally owned and operated, we want to be your neighborhood pet store.
Nancy, you're back. I am so excited. So this is the segment that we are going to talk about all of the interactive sports that you do and working with children, teaching them how.
Yes.
I am so excited about this series that you have brought to us. So who is coming now?
Today we have Lee Fairchild and Disc Dog.
Oh, let's watch it.
We're here today to learn about the exhilarating sport of Disc Dog. You've seen the dogs jumping through the air, catching frisbees, and no one does it better than Lee Fairchild. How are you, Lee?
I'm doing awesome today. I hope you are too.
I am, thanks. And we also have with us Taylor Elliott. How are you, Taylor?
Great.
Are you here to learn about Disc Dog?
Yes.
Great, great. Well, Lee, I think Disc Dog's been around for several decades and competition, and you've been in for how many years?
I've been in the sport since about 2000.
It's about 2000. Okay, great.
So approximately 15 years.
What type of abilities does a dog need to excel at Disc Dog?
Well, basically, you need a dog that you can teach the basic obedience to.
Okay.
And then if they have a good fast recall, because it is a timed event in the toss and catch where you throw the frisbee out and they run back to you and give you the frisbee. So you like a dog with a good fast recall. Of course, a dog that'll listen to you, a dog that likes having fun, and a high energy dog. Because you know, you're out there doing a couple rounds, you don't want a dog that runs out of energy.
Right. And you don't want a dog that's a little overweight and a couch potato. You want an athletic dog. Great.
Yes.
Where would you find a dog like this?
You can find dogs like that all over. You can go to Second Chance Animal Shelter, any animal shelter, and find you a nice friendly dog and get it out. And the way I do it, a lot of times I take a ball, I kind of take it out and bond with it a little bit, toss a little ball out. If it'll run, get that ball and come back to me, that's the start of having a frisbee dog.
Great. Well, that's good information to have. Great. Now, what type of equipment do you need to have?
Basically, to get started, all you need is a nice little soft plastic frisbee, and you can buy those at skyhounds.com, Hyperflight, Hero, are Discovering the World. You want to get discs that are dog friendly. You don't want hard ones. So you don't want those cheap ones like you buy at Walmart, Petco, PetSmart. Even though I shop at those places, you don't want those because they can shatter and cut the dog and actually stop a dog from playing.
Well, we have Taylor here who is dying to learn how to throw a disc for a dog and how to train it. How long have you wanted to do this?
Since I came to Oklahoma, so for 5 years.
5 years? Okay. Well, now is your chance, and you've got the best instructor in the world to teach you.
Taylor, I understand you do not have a dog yet.
Nope, not yet.
So when you get a dog, what you need to do with it is bond with it. That means become friends with it. First couple days you get it, then you need to start teaching a little basic obedience, sits, down, stays. And we can go over that later.
Okay.
But what I'd like to show you now is a little bit about frisbee and how we're going to play with our dogs. When you do pick out a dog and you get a dog you can just throw a little ball to and it'll come back and get it, that's similar to what we're going to be doing. See the peace sign?
Yes.
Take your middle finger, place against the rim.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to have Dora, we're going to make a little throw, and it's similar to a ball rolling. So that's why a dog that will chase a ball and go at it will usually go after this frisbee. And you got to remember, this is all fun. Fun for the dog, fun for you. So lots and lots of praise, and don't discipline your dog when you're playing frisbee.
All right.
So let's get down on our knee here, kind of like this. And this is Dora.
Okay.
Dora, go around. And then we're just going to make a little throw like that, a little short throw. Come on. Good girl. And we call her back, fetch it. So you think you can do that? Just like that. And give it a little flip. Go around. There you go. There you go. That's a little better. Now you praise your dog.
Good job, Dora.
And the next thing we want to teach our dog, it's very important, is the take command.
All right.
So sit, and you're just going to hold the Frisbee up, because dogs just don't catch a Frisbee. You have to teach them to catch the Frisbee, most dogs. So as the Frisbee's flying along, they're going to see it, and they're going to jump up and take it. So take it. Good girl. Good girl. So just like that. Come here, Dora. Sit. Try it.
So throwing it?
No, just hold it and tell her to take it.
Dora, take it.
Give her a little action. Take it, Dora. Take it. Take it. Good girl. And that's what we want to do, because that goes on. You'll be doing commands later on.
All right.
Like this. Take, and it'll progress into a weave.
Oh.
Just like that. Okay. So now, when you got your dog going after rollers, and you may throw 50 rollers before you ever throw the Frisbee for the dog to catch. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you got your dog taken. Every time you go out and work with your dog, do some rollers, do some takes, and then we'll progress to this. Come here, Dora. Sit. And when I'm teaching a young dog or a puppy, I like to get down with them. So you don't have to do that with Dora today, but I do that a lot. So what we're gonna do, when you throw, don't put your finger on the rim. I want your fingers underneath, your thumb on the top, just kind of like this.
Okay.
Okay? You're gonna stand kind of at a 45-degree angle, and you're just gonna make a throw, a little short throw, just like this.
Okay.
Okay, and what you do, we call this hyzer. Most people want to throw it flat, but if you're a right-handed thrower and you throw, the Frisbee spinning to the right, it'll make it go to the right.
Oh.
So you put it down just a little bit like that. That way when you let go of it and it spins, it'll flatten out just right. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna throw one, then you're gonna try.
Okay.
So we're gonna see if on camera your first throw is gonna be a catch.
Okay.
A lot of pressure, isn't it? Dory, go around. Come on, Dory. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. All right, you think you can do that?
I'll attempt.
All right. Let me check out your grip now. Good, 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 good.
Do I go around?
Sweet. Call her back.
Dora! Come here, Dora! Good girl. Again?
Yeah, go ahead and try it again.
Go around?
Nice throw. And a catch. Call your dog back.
Dora!
And when she gets back, make sure you praise her.
Good girl.
Okay, one thing I want to mention right now while we're at it is, and you can hold that, I don't know why I took it from you. One thing I want to mention is we want to train our dogs in short training sessions, no more than 5 to 15 minutes. We want to make sure they got plenty of water. We don't want to run them into a tree, run them into rocks. We don't want to ever play on concrete. So we want to play in good, safe places to play. We want to make sure we have the right type of Frisbee. And we want to make this fun for the dog. Fun for you, fun for the dog. We try to stop on a positive note when the dog has caught one.
Hey, look who I found.
Oh,
this is
wow.
Jackson, and he wants to learn how to do Frisbee. Do you think that's possible?
Jackson, you think you can do it? High five. Can you tell a dog to sit? Say sit.
Sit.
Say stay.
Sit.
Okay. Let's get a good grip on this Frisbee, okay? You got it? Got the Frisbee? There you go. Okay. The dog's gonna run around you like you saw her do earlier. I don't know if you understand me. And then we're gonna throw it, okay? Say okay.
Okay.
Okay. Tell her to go around.
Go away.
Go around. Look at that! Yay!
Yay,
Let's do one more for a catch. Come here. Tell her sit. Say sit. Oh, you're already grabbing a Frisbee. Okay, get a grip. Go around. Yay!
Excellent.
Yay! You ready to do a trick?
Yes.
This is my buddy Chris Myers.
Hi, Chris.
And we do disc dog together, and we're gonna do a little trick and let the dog jump over you. Think that'll work?
All right.
We're gonna have you lay down on your stomach,
Okay.
facing them like you're watching a TV.
Okay.
Okay. And then what Jim Dandy's gonna do, we hope, is jump off Chris's back through a hula hoop while taking the frisbee out of my mouth and over top of you.
Okay.
That's the plan. But if he makes a bad move, he might land on you, so be prepared for that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, is everybody ready? You ready, Taylor?
I think so.
Let's give it a shot. Okay. Yes! I think he could have cleared 3 of you that time.
Wow, that was fantastic. Give me a fist bump. How'd you like that?
Great.
You're hooked now, aren't you?
Yes.
Wonderful. Lee, that was so exciting. I don't even know how to express it. Tell us, our viewing audience, a little bit more about disc dog and how they can get started.
Okay, disc dog is a sport for life. The youngest kid at the World Finals was 3 years old. A world champion, a 17-year-old female from California, and a 72-year-old man from Dallas, Texas. So it's a sport you can do for life. The kids can get into it. It teaches them balance, coordination, responsibility of taking care of the dog. It gets you out moving around. So it's just a great thing. To find out more about it, you can go to okcdiscdogs.com. And if you don't have a dog, I can help you out there. To Lexington Prison, Friends for Folks, go to the Oklahoma Department of Corrections webpage, type in Friends for Folks. I'd like to get as many young people as possible started in this sport. And as you see, it's an awesome sport, and it doesn't take a lot of money to do it, and it just can't get any better.
Well, it is an awesome sport, and thanks for coming today.
Thank you very much. We sure appreciate it.
Oh, Lee Fairchild is unbelievable.
He's full of energy.
So definitive about how to do things. I'm impressed. So what do we have for next week? I'm anxious.
Next week we have agility.
Oh, that's right down your alley.
Down my alley.
We're going to take a quick break, folks, and when we come back, guess who's here? Bill Bonadio.
A1 Pet Emporium is Oklahoma's authority on healthy nutrition for dogs and cats. Quality does not have to cost more, and we only have the best. If your pet suffers from allergies, digestive issues, skin infections, or hair loss, it may be the result of their diet. A1 Pet Emporium can help. We offer pet portraits monthly, adorable rescue animals every Saturday from noon to 4, and free dog and cat food samples. Locally owned and operated, we want to be your neighborhood pet store.
Well, when I have a hankering for Italian food, I go to Papadio's, and I figured Papadio's will bring in Papadio himself, Bill Bonadio, and we're making Italian chicken chili DS.
Right.
And you're going to tell me what the DS stands for.
Well, that's dog style.
Okay.
Because you know, all the food that I make, you can definitely eat yourself. Why would you give your dog something you wouldn't have yourself? We're going to go ahead and make chicken chili. I've got some chicken stock on the burner right now. I'm going to throw some fresh carrots in there, a little bit of vitamins, and get those going on. I'll tell you the rest of the ingredients. I've got a half a pound of chicken. Now, I grill my chicken. Some people like to cook it in there, but I like to eliminate any of the fat we can.
Well, we trust you.
So we got grilled chicken.
Grill it.
We got fresh basil. Smell that. That's right out of the garden.
Ooh.
That's got fresh basil. We're chopping that up. We've got a little bit of rosemary. We've got red beans.
Red beans.
And we got black beans.
Now, I like the black beans.
Right.
And can I mash these up and make a little black bean dip?
You can if you want.
Okay. But not for this one.
Not for this one. We're
Okay.
going to go ahead and put it in with everything else. We got a little bit of tomato paste. And basically, it's Italian style chili, but it doesn't have the cumin and the chili in it, because obviously we don't want to give our dogs anything spicy.
Right.
So we made it Italian style.
Or
So
me spicy. I don't like the spicy stuff either.
I don't either. I would rather taste what's in there rather than having to put my mouth out because it's on fire. So we're going to go ahead and add the rest of the stuff right now. We got our carrots going on really good in there in the chicken stock. And when you use chicken stock, you want to use a sodium-free chicken stock. So we're going to put our chicken in there.
Because sodium's bad for dogs?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We don't want to give the dogs the wrong spice and, of course, too much salt.
And it doesn't hurt for us to have a little less sodium.
Right, exactly. And you can always add, you can't take away.
That's right.
So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to put our rosemary in there, get our seasoning in there. So we got our rosemary and our fresh basil that we got out of the garden. Now, if you come to Papadio's, I got basil right outside the kitchen door. So if you order a caprese salad, I'm going to pick the basil as soon as you order your salad.
Absolutely.
So it's fresh. So we got our our chicken in there and that. We're going to put our beans in. Now, a lot of people tell me, oh, well, you can't put beans in because of the gas problem. Well, it's like anything else. Now, these beans are been canned, and they are obviously going to have a little bit of salt in there, so we rinse them really, really good.
Right.
So we'll get as much
And
of the
with
salt
beans,
out.
just like humans, every dog's different.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean beans are going to affect every single dog the same way. And I don't have a problem with beans. So.
No, I don't have a problem with beans either. You got to eat them in moderation, just like anything else.
Absolutely. Ooh, that's looking good.
So it's almost chili. And if you want to go ahead and share with yourself with your dog food, you can. All you have to do is just add your cumin in here after you give this to your dog.
Now, I don't have to eat on the ground with the bowl next to the dog. I can be on a table.
You can be on a table. You can either put them in a chair next to you, or you can just do Indian style on the floor with them. That's always good.
Boy,
here goes
something
Pat.
smells
Hey, Pat.
good.
Been cooking all day for you. Where you
Oh
been?
man, that looks fantastic.
It is.
Now this is people food too.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, guys. This is what you can eat too, and you give yourself some, and then your dog some. But if you're going to use salt and garlic, stuff like that, let's don't do that.
And
Onions, no.
It smells good. You can see the crew behind the cameras. They're just like, oh, okay, what's going on?
Okay,
I
that
don't know if
looks
you're
like
going to take a
lunch.
shot of that. I don't know if we can get into the pot there, but I mean,
that
that's
looks like lunch.
That's chicken
So
chili.
Bill,
right there.
I had a question for you because Dr. Roach was on before, and he was talking about ingesting things that were not good for you that could cause cancer. What are your thoughts?
Well, if you ever look on the ingredients on your dog foods that have been packaged, and especially the dry dog food, they have to have a lot of preservatives in there.
Yeah.
It's amazing how long those things will last on the shelf. They got to be shelf stable for 4 or 5 years sometimes.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And this is why we have to be so careful.
Exactly.
Now cooking your food at home, guys, is great if you do it the Bill Bonadio way. If not, I'm a little, uncertain. There are a lot of different dog foods out there that could be good for you.
Right.
But if you're gonna do it, then do it right. So we say no preservatives.
No preservatives.
Make everything edible that you could eat.
Right.
When you do a kind of, I see you've got some kind of sauce in there.
Well, that's
And-
just a little bit of tomato
That's
paste.
the tomato paste.
And,
That's tomato
and the
paste.
sodium-free chicken stock. And that's
Excellent.
going to make kind of like your gravy. Remember the old gravy train commercials? Well, we're making our
Exactly.
gravy in here for your dog.
Exactly.
Good gravy, though.
Well,
obviously
it
spare.
is just excellent.
And if you're thinking at home, like, I can't remember how to do this or whatever, when you're at Papadio's, you pick up the to-go menu. Right next to it, you're going to see your dog to-go menu. Okay, so those are recipes, all kinds of stuff there that Bill's put together. And, of course, our little Dog Talk logo next
Yeah,
there, too.
and folks, when you go in, you have a dog or something, tell Bill about it, and by gosh, I bet he can get you on his Dog of the Week.
That's right.
There
There you go. Pull some
We've-
strings.
We've had a great time, guys. Thank you so much. Bill, as
Thank
usual,
you.
so informative, so delicious, still smelling good. Folks, take care. Be
Smells
kind to
very
your
good.
dogs and be good to them. And, if you have a question for us, let us know. We'd love to cover any issue that you want. We'll see you next time.
Dogs. We're talking about dogs. Talking about big dogs, Talking about little dogs, oh yeah. Chasing the ball, chasing the cat, digging hole, thing like that. Dogs. Talking about dogs. Laughing dogs, sad dogs, happy dogs, mad dogs. Dogs. Just talking about dogs. Lost and alone, running the street, checking the garbage, looking to eat. Out there.